If you've been watching the Summer League, you have heard the name Keyonte George. He has been lighting up players left and right so far in the few games he has played. In his first game, he dropped a 33-point double-double in which he had 10 assists as well. In his next game against the Wolves, he dropped 26 points and 7 assists on good efficiency. Keyonte has been a player that people were iffy about coming out of college because he was not the best shooter, in which he shot 37% from the field and 33% from 3. He wasn't even the best distributor of the basketball in college. He only averaged 2.8 assists at Baylor, but he definitely stepped up in that department in the Summer League, which leads me to my next point. There is a story that was reported that Keyonte George looked up all of his scouting negatives about him going into the draft and screenshotted it. He then put that screenshot as a screensaver to remind him of things that he needed to sharpen up. That story shows me the type of character he has. He didn't whine or complain about what people thought about him, but rather viewed it as a way to complete his skill set to become the best version of himself. That is huge if you want to stick around the league longer. Keyonte George on draft night was drafted by the Utah Jazz at the 16th overall pick. He is looked to be the Jordan Clarkson replacement in due time, but what is funny about that is on those scouting reports, Keyonte George's player comp was Jordan Clarkson, so let's just hope that doesn't happen. In this video, we will cover his first 2 games and not the game against Denver because he only played 10 minutes, so there isn't much to cover. So now that you know a little about Keyonte George, let's break down his Summer League games, but before we do, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn those post notifications. We are at 69 subscribers.
Nice.
And we are rapidly approaching the big 100 subscriber mark, which is absolutely insane to me. I just started this channel a month ago and the amount of love and support you guys have been showing is crazy. But enough of that, let's get into it. The first game we will cover will be against the Clippers, in which he dropped a 33-point double-double. He starts the game off by setting the tone early. In this clip, he calls for a screen, but uses a hesitation dribble to reject the screen and speed towards the goal to finish through contact. The next play I want to talk about comes in transition. Keyonte does something that surprised me a little bit. In transition, he's running down the court without the ball, but he notices that all 3 of the defenders are not looking at him. So he signals to his teammate at half court to throw him a lob. His teammate obliges and lobs the ball up to Keyonte, who takes flight for the easy slam. I won't lie and say that Keyonte was knocked down from 3 this game because he only made 6 out of 15 threes, but 6 threes isn't bad. In most NBA games, he won't even put up nearly that many shot attempts. I say that to say I need him to be more efficient, which he did do in the game against the Wolves, which shows his work ethic. But back to this clip, Keyonte is pretty good in these catch and shoot situations. Here his teammate is on the opposite side of the court, so he was patiently waiting at the top of the key. His teammate collapses the defense in the paint and throws a nice pass to the waiting George. George fires up a quick one and knocks down the 3. I can tell his favorite move has to be the hesitation because he uses a variety of hesitations to freeze his defenders. In this clip, he dribbles around the screen and hits his man with the hezzy cross and pulls up for the quick midi. Lastly, I wanted to save this for the end of the game, but he had multiple assists early on in this game. He had many good passes, but my favorite one came with 5 minutes left in the second quarter where he was posted in the corner. He gives this man an up fake to prepare to possibly shoot the corner 3, but he notices his teammate has positioning on his guy in the paint, so he throws a nice entry pass for the easy slam. Now for the second game against the Wolves, the first clip I want to talk about shows his composure and patience. At the 9:52 mark in the second quarter, Keyonte gets the ball and immediately runs to the top of the free throw line to get to his spot. He up fakes to get his defender up in the air like he's playing Flappy Birds and knocks down the easy jumper. Keyonte George has one of the quickest jumpers I've ever seen. He utilizes the quick shot and catch and shoot situation a lot, but also off dribble as well. In this clip, he gets the ball and uses the screen to force the switch. He does a few dribbles to lull his defender to sleep and pulls up quickly for the easy 3-pointer. You guys know the saying.
With a rhythm early on, and you know the rules, hand down, man down.
The last clip I want to talk about shows that Keyonte is not afraid of contact. It all comes back to composure. Every time he takes contact, he still controls his body in the air to allow a good attempt at the goal even though it's contested. In this clip, he gives the ball to a center for the give and go play. He speeds past his man off ball to receive the pass and contorts his body to finish through contact from not just one guy but 2 of them. So in all, this guy for sure is a hidden gem in the draft. Offensively, this guy would be a juggernaut in the league. Someone that can give you a massive boost offensively from the bench where the starting crew is out. And like mentioned before, if Jordan Clarkson gets traded, you never know, Keyonte might be able to step into the starting role. His composure and his willingness to distribute the ball is really nice to see at such a young age. At minimum, he will be an all-star for the Jazz. And I think Danny Ainge is cooking with grease right now. They have a lot of good players over there and I expect a rejuvenation of the playoff success in the near future. If you agree with my take or disagree, please let me know in the comment section down below. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you.